So we're standing out front here at the Ormond Police Department, and Tam's not with me. Maybe she'll come on here and speak a little bit. But we're going to go inside and talk to the chief and the new patrol officer that's in charge of the patrol. Going to try to keep you out of trouble. So let's go on inside and get to it.
Hey, good morning. It's Chief Jesse Godfrey, and you are in the city of Ormond Beach, Florida. Well, this week is we started last Friday, but we're in the full week of Bike Week 2023. First of all, thank you, Bob, and I'm sorry that Tam's not here right now. I know you guys are busy. We enjoy your YouTube channel. It's very informative, and I think it's helpful for everybody, the visitors and even the locals that live here. So thank you so much for putting out your information. Let's talk about nothing's changed since last year as far as any new laws, ordinances, or citations. So everything from last year's video will be the same as far as all the laws, but we're going to have our new motorcycle supervisor, or traffic unit supervisor, Sergeant Caleb Braun. He's going to sit down with you and answer some specific questions. I do want to give a couple shout outs and props to some local law enforcement agencies that I didn't get a chance to thank on the last video, and it's Sheriff Michael J. Chitwood. He's from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, and I'll tell you that his men and women from his department do a great job. They support us extremely well during this Bike Week event and other events that we have. We have Biketoberfest. Chief Jakari Young, he's the Daytona Beach Police Chief. And his words, during these events at this time of year, he's drinking water through a fire hose. So that's probably why you haven't been able to get a hold of him, but he's extremely busy. As you know, Daytona Beach is one of the busiest cities for this event. I mean, it's marketed and everything, but so let's get to Ormond Beach. So Ormond Beach, we don't have any biker events specifically, but I call it a cut-through city because you have, and I say cut-through as far as traffic, you have A1A, you have State Road 40, and you have US 1 to get you to the north end of US 1 where you have, it's formerly Ross Myers, but now it's Teddy Morse Harley. You have the Iron Horse, you have the Boot Hill, it's a satellite boot hill up there, and you have all kinds of events up there. You also have the Broken Spoke, which I believe it is open this year. So you're gonna have a lot of events. The Beaver Bar, thank you for that. So you have a lot of activities. You got all the vendors set up. And again, my message to everybody out there, locals, visitors, is safety. Please, just be cognizant. And the locals that live here, I think we're in our 82nd year. And just so you know, this morning I was going through my Bike Week pens, and I actually have a 50th anniversary one from 1991. My first Bike Week was 1990. I'm used to it. I'm a local. I'm used to Bike Week. I'm used to these annual celebrations. But you have new people that move here, new locals that live here, that they're overwhelmed. Like, what's with all the motorcycles? And they pick it up really quick. I want to talk two different prongs here. First, for the locals. Thank you for your patience. I know we're out here as far as law enforcement, and we call on other agencies to help out to address the problems. And we don't have a lot of problems. And I said that last year. As far as Ormond Beach is concerned, we don't have a lot of problems. I don't think we had any motorcycles stolen. We did have some serious crashes. Knock on wood, we didn't have any fatalities last year. However, this year has turned to be, overall, as the overall Bike Week, countywide, we have already had some fatalities this year. So I would ask the visitors to please be careful. I mean, it's serious. As far as the locals go, they're very tolerant. They give a lot of grace. But all they want to say is, while you guys are here in town having fun and spending your money and having vacation, they go to work every day. And they have to get around, and school's still open. So I would just say be respectful of any school zones, be respectful of your speeds in the city, and your pipes. Loud pipes do save lives because you definitely can hear them, and that's a good thing, just like seatbelts and helmets save lives. But I would just say when it starts getting dark and you would be back home, settling in for dinner and Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, I would say please be respectful of that. As you're coming back from dinner or your day out on the town for our locals. And if you guys can do that, you guys and gals can do that, I think that'd be awesome for our citizens. For the visitors, same message as last year, but please be careful. You don't come to vacation to pass away. Again, with all the distracted drivers out there, and that is a problem nationwide, you just be very cognizant of everything around you. And most, we talked about this last time, but most good motorcycle riders, they live with their head on a swivel, and they drive defensively. So just keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. Drive safe. I would ask that if you do break down, please get all the way off the roadway. We've already had a couple issues this year and last year where somebody would break down. Say you're riding together. You're not from around here. You're in a pack, and you lose one of your members of the pack. Well, we all know we're saying, hey, we're going to Froggy's. We're going to Main Street Station. We're going to Iron Horse. And everybody knows how to get there, especially now with cell phones and technology. If you do lose a member of the pack, I get the whole let's pull over and let's wait, but please get out of the roadway. We see it way too often. The packs pull over, they're blocking the roadway. Now it causes a traffic issue, and God forbid somebody gets hurt over just somebody like missing a traffic light or something. But overall, and I'm going to let the traffic sergeant talk to you about traffic safety and traffic behaviors, but overall, I'm just wishing everybody a very safe bike week. Be safe, be responsible, and again, most of you already know that, but I just would be remiss if I didn't say that. Be respectful of our locals, and keep everybody safe. And that's all I really have, unless you have any questions for me, Bob.
Sergeant Caleb Braun with the Ormond Beach Police Department Traffic Unit. Well, of course, we're always focusing on speed. That's a major factor during bike week. Some other things that we look for motorcycle safety is eye protection, headlights, eyewear, license plates on motorcycles. Those are some key things that we look for safety. Yes, you can wear yellow glasses at night. You just have to have some kind of eye protection on covering your eyes while you're riding.
But you can't have any sunglasses or tinted shields?
No, not at night.
Okay, so that's a big one. Tickets you might get?
Well, you got the people at the traffic lights that want to do burnouts and show off. Wheelies are a big one, and just the loud, obnoxious pipes just revving while they're at a stop location.
So when it comes to loud pipes, if I'm just driving down the US 1 here and I've got louder pipes on my bike, would that be, if I'm not revving it up, just normal traffic, is that a ticketable offense?
That's totally fine. You got to have mufflers.
That's the great rule?
You have to have mufflers.
Okay, so straight pipes could get you a ticket?
Correct. A lot of our attention is focused on our main corridors, US 1, Granada, and A1A. We keep that area well patrolled. More lights on the roadway will definitely slow down the other motorists and keep the general public safe.
Okay, I don't know. Is there anything I'm missing? Seemed like he talked a lot more. I should have watched the video.
Well, we're fully staffed this year, and we also have some extra patrol units that are out there working with us as well. Expecting some really great weather this bike week. We just want everyone to be safe, obey the traffic laws, the speed limits, and to have a great time this year. We actually run stalker radars. We have 2 antennas, one up front and one in the rear. So we can get vehicles going in all directions, and we can clock 4 vehicles at one time.
So in this way, with this motorcycle, you're not actually using a radar gun that you have in your hand.
Nope, it's all mounted to the motorcycle.
So when you're riding down the US 1 or the A1A, you're actually checking radar at that time.
That's correct.
So one of the interesting things that I found out as we were sitting here and chatting with him at the end, basic ticket in Florida is going to run you $166. That's the ticket. Not saying there's any court fees and things like that, but just to show you some of the stupid things that you might be doing out there. If you're out here and you pull a wheelie from the light and they see you, you're gonna add $1,000 to that ticket. So it's $1,166. Second time, it doubles. Third time they catch you, it's a felony and you lose your bike. It's impounded. So don't be out here and don't be doing stupid stuff. You do have to have mufflers on your bike. You cannot run straight pipes in Florida without getting a chance of having a ticket. If you've got neighbor haters on your bike and you're riding normally, they're not going to chase you down for that. That's not necessarily, they just require a muffler on your bike. So one of the things to think about. But if you're revving it up and things like that, don't be doing that. That's how, what are you trying to prove? Be courteous to the neighborhoods we're in, just like the chief was saying. These people got to get up. This is coming out on Tuesday night. Remember when you're traveling through here during the week, you go to a concert and it's late after midnight. These people have a job they have to get up and go to. And it might be the place you want to have breakfast at tomorrow, and maybe they won't show up because you ran through their neighborhood cranking the pipes up and you woke them up and they couldn't get back to sleep. So make sure you be real courteous when you're here and respect the towns. The cops are not here to harass you. I've seen already several cars and trucks running red lights. So when you're pulling up to that intersection, that light instantly turns green. Take a double look, especially when you're crossing like the US 1 here in Granada. That's a busy intersection. There's a bunch of them, the LPA, International Speedway, and any street can happen with that. And we already seen a bad accident before the rally ever started. Somebody passed away, got hit and got ran over by a Suburban. So make sure, and that person ran the red light. So make sure you're really being observant, because you want to come, you came here healthy, ready to go home the same way to your family and friends, and let's have a great rally again and make 2023 the best it can be. We'll see you all in the morning.